Well, welcome back. Students following Hurricane Helene had to go from being taught to applying life skills. Mountain Heritage High School in Burnsville had to start applying that to their community the hours after Helene struck. Meteorologist Sullivan takes us to Burnsville.
We just woke up that morning and it was almost like a fever dream.
And once we got, dug out, and we got to see the damage, across the whole county, it really was an eye-opener.
It was like a movie.
A storm that left a lasting impression on the Carolinas.
Woke up Friday morning and we had no signal, no power, no cell service, no radio. We couldn't get in contact with anyone.
September 27, 2024. Even with all the noise and devastation, silence struck. Homes gone, roads washed out, trees and power lines down, communities forever changed. But amid the chaos, one goal stood above the rest: saving lives.
I woke up every morning around 6, 7 o'clock, drove to the fire department on an ATV. We done welfare checks, helped people get in and out of homes. We brought water, we brought food, we brought supplies.
Working from dusk until dawn, picking up whatever pieces were left.
It took several weeks for some people to even get out of the locations that they were at.
Classrooms turned into command centers.
There were 350 search and rescue, National Guard people living in our school.
Heartbreak and devastation became unity.
There's always a brighter day coming. You should try to leave the world a better place than how you found it.
And despite Helene leaving its mark, Mountain Heritage High School leaned on faith and heart to make a difference.
Once we realized we were in the hundreds of homes lost, at least 1,500 structures that are completely wiped out, we knew that the program was in a unique position to help.
And when students were finally able to return back to school 7 weeks later, they jumped right into giving back to the community, one home at a time.
When something like this happened, it was more of they need it more than we do. So we all kind of banded together.
A carpentry class, becoming the blueprint for resilience.
This is my dream team. That's what I call them.
They made use of every board, every screw, and every spare hour.
Opportunity to teach something like empathy, character, giving back, paying it forward.
One nail at a time.
Well, the great thing about the process of the tiny homes is it speeds up the building process, but the students still learn all of the construction.
And 12 to 15 weeks later, new beginnings for those who lost everything.
Some of us showed up on snow days, some of us showed up, even when no one else was here.
It will take years to rebuild, but hope is already rising.
They were eager to get back to work. They were tired of being home. Their hard work it's very telling of who they are.
And sometimes, hope starts with a symbol.
That flag I pulled out of the river on Salto River, that flag represents what was lost because that was on a structure that was very near and dear to a lot of people in this community. So I dug it off the top of a tree and I brought it in here and I said, guys, we're building for this.
As the school year comes to a close, these students walk away with more than a diploma. They carry the weight of what was lost and the pride of what was rebuilt.
Appalachian strong, there's no doubt about it.
In Burnsville, I'm meteorologist Sullivan, WYFF News 4.